Who in the hell's idea was this? This is complete ludicrous. But I tell you what, that boy's smarter than 2 German shepherds doing a drug bust.
Operation. We have just touched down.
Turn this motherfucker on.
All the big girls say.
Oh yeah.
Big dog.
Who is a damn podcast? Boy, if you are done playing, can we please start the show? Well, at least let me shout out.
Shooter on the beat.
Let's talk about it.
Doing, making the whole scene the same. Big dog, about to bring the motherfucking pain. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
I will give you a show like you have never, ever seen before. Why? Because I can.
Turn up.
Man, y'all know going on to the break of dawn, man. It's your boy Mick, man, with the big hands. Woo! And yo, we coming at you with a simple one, but yet a complex one. Cause some of y'all need to hear this shit directly. I've tapped on it in forms and prior episodes, but this time, and we going full throttle into it, you hear me? This time, we talking about being the bailout. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's a lot of y'all right now, man. Y'all so used to being the backbone or somebody clutch a go-to person, dog. It's so fucking hard for you to progress. So yeah, we gonna talk about it, man, cause today I'm feeling it. You heard me? It's been a beautiful one so far. So I'm trying to keep that momentum and give y'all what I got, man. Let's pass this down the pipeline. So before I even start, yo, I ain't avoiding nobody questions and statements. You hear me? Like, I want y'all to know first and foremost, man, that ain't what's going on. I know how I started it off, maybe doing the PSAs for the questions and getting the answers and applying them. But listen, I've been just kicking it off with real life stuff. You hear me? Like, I'm gonna get back to that, I promise, man. Y'all got to be patient with me because there's so much to talk about. But when I be having these little moments where I just be wanting to have these full segments, dog, I got to run with them because I don't know how things of the show, like the direction of the show, I don't know how it could go, futuristically speaking. So as I'm doing things, man, you got to think, I'm just doing this off the cuff. This off the brain bird. So when I be feeling something, dog, I give it to y'all, and I hope that it can be exactly in the form that I want it to be appreciated. So again, geez, I'm not avoiding, I'm not disregarding, I'm not neglecting, you hear me? Like, I'm gonna get back to that, but it's certain things that it's easier for me to hop right into and give you the, cause it's just like, I already get a little long-winded, you hear me? That's completely unintentional, G. If it was on me, all these episodes would be 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops. But some things, man, my personal emotion spews out because I be really wanting these words to connect with somebody who need to hear it. So again, man, be patient with me. We're gonna get back to the regular premise of how we're kicking it. But till then, man, I'm just giving y'all a lot of gangster shit, man. I'm just trying to get my point across and let people understand, man. You're not the only one in these situations. And the best way I can do it sometimes is just go ahead and push it out. Me personally, no median or middleman in it. So, alright, we got it out the way. Yo, I'm gonna try not to make this a part 1, part 2, because this shit alone get deep. Like, I know a lot of things I keep saying and doing it go back to kids, relationships, and family. But this is what y'all need to understand. Every situation you have in your personal life goes back to a lot of those things. Kids, situations, parents, family, friends. And I just tie them into different scenarios. And that's pretty much what this is today. Being the bailout. Yeah, man. Whoa! Boy, listen. Some of y'all are the bail's bondsmen. You feel me? Some of y'all are the bail's bondsmen. They know who to call if they know. They just looking for that little bit of freedom. You hear me? So let's hop into it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up and we're gonna work our way up just to come back down. A lot of y'all out here, you know what I'm talking about? And before I even continue, man, bailing somebody out.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, that's always a solid in my book, man. You doing somebody a severe solid. You know what I mean? You're a clutch performer. You're dependable. You're somebody who can be counted on. You feel me? And I'm all for that. Don't get me wrong, G. I'm all for that. I've been that person a lot, me personally, in my life. So how could I try to downplay that? That's not what this is. But it becomes an issue when you become the primary person who is the bailout. Do you hear me? It only becomes it's okay you do somebody a couple, you know what I'm talking about? Like, some things you just do because you can. To whom much is given, much is, if you know, you know. So, when you can do, you do. You help your fellow brother, your fellow sister. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be none of that selfish. You know what I'm talking about? If you got it, you try to give it. But the problem comes in when it becomes one-sided. You hear me? Now, start here. A lot of y'all who do have big hearts, who don't mind helping, who do go out your way and don't mind flustering funds to help or support or bail out a friend, family member, or even significant other in need is always a friend indeed. Do you hear me? you top performer. Everybody know you got it. And if they don't know, they assume you got it. So,
Lord have mercy.
it becomes a problem at some point when it's just, it moves from a favor, then it moves to another favor, and then it continues to be more frequent, and at some point it's something that is assumed of you. Like, it's nobody else I even care to ask but you. Cause I know you gonna come through, you clutch, you dependable, you gonna make sure I'm good. Again, all for it. all for it. But this when that shit gets touchy. What happens when you start sacrificing? What happens when you start sacrificing to make sure somebody good after you bail them out? You can only do that so many times before you put yourself in a bind. So, what mindset comes with that? What mindset is supposed to come? Are you supposed to become accustomed to bailing somebody out?
Don't play like that.
Or is it something that you should feel like you should be aggressive and speak about before you start assuming, you know what, this person gonna keep needing me, so I need to go ahead and nip this in the bud now. You hear me? Fact. Now, it's why that you voice how you feel when it comes to somebody needing your assistance, because sometimes some people really do just need that. Yo, man, I just need you to help me out this time. You know what I'm talking about? Look, G, this shit is a must. If you can, you can. If you know what I'm talking about? Yo, I'm gonna make sure I see you back. Now, some people you can do a solid for, you already know not to expect the shit back. That's just how you and your heart got to be set up. You understand me? Most of the time when you give, you should already know the type of person you dealing with when you giving. And this is a lot of times how we get fucked up. You hear me? We start letting the love we have for somebody dictate how much we become a resource to them. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. We let the love we have for somebody dictate how often we are a resource to the person or people in need. Now, again, like I said prior, to whom much is given, much is, if you know, you know.
Let's go.
Ain't gotta say it no more. You understand me? But why should you keep feeling like this is something that requires you to be the person who's on the Yo, you know what? Fuck it. Let's dive into it. Why the fuck should you feel like you're the person who gotta keep giving and at the end of the day tell it as a loss? You understand me? See, this is when the shit gets a little, you know what I'm talking about? You can do and 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 do. But the one time you don't, and it's not the time, it could be that one time that is severe to that person and you don't do it. How do you get looked at in that person's eyes?
You know the rules, and so do I.
Do you care? See, that's what it comes down to. Do you care how this person portrays you after you say no? Man, I can't do it no more. You hear me? Like, I'm tapped out. I'm cool on you. I'm cool on you, champ. I can't. It just ain't no more blood in the turnip to squeeze out. Do you hear me? I said I did what I could when I could. You understand me? And if that wasn't enough, I guess you got it rough. You understand me? I can't keep doing and not getting back. You hear me? Because now, that's a term that is aggressively used. And the term is being used. You hear me? Being used. You understand me? Now I'm starting to feel used. You understand me? I don't like how that's flushed in my spirit. You understand me? You can't let your heart dictate the amount of things you do for people. You understand me? Me personally.
I am your host.
I do what I can for whomever I can when I got it. And, you know what I'm talking about? I know it ain't gonna put me in certain situations. Okay, since I was a young lad. Now, like I told y'all, I was a dad at early. You know what I'm talking about? I had a kid in my teens. So, my mindset was different, especially as I navigated and started understanding what it's like to earn my own finances. Now, as a person who is grateful for everything and everybody who's ever assisted me, I always made it my personal business to make sure them people knew, even after my dues were paid with them. Let me get that out the way. Once you make sure your dues is paid with somebody, you don't owe them shit. Because sometimes you can allow yourself to make yourself a resource and you don't even fucking know it because of loyalty. You feel like you understand what those moments were for you when certain people were helping out. So you just want to make sure they know, hey, look, man, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm here, I got your back. And you know what I mean? It's that. But again, when you start earning your own money and you start understanding you got kids and your bills and, you know what I'm talking about, your family and whatever comes with them, and if you may be a resource to them as well outside of just friends and outside family and your significant other or whatever, y'all, you know what I mean? It's so many variables. But you have to understand, at some point, you can't do certain shit because now your priorities are affected by your heart. You know what I mean? You can sit here, now when you young and you helping people, it just seems like you helping because you ain't got no real shit that come with stress. You understand me? Like I said, when I was doing what I could for folk, I made sure at the end of the day my daughter was at least good, and where I was staying, that atmosphere was at least good enough before I did what I could to help. You understand me? Really shit I can never tell you. Never give what you gonna need right back.
Amen to that shit.
And we gonna touch on that one topic later, because that's some shit on top of some shit that also some of y'all need to hear. But when you younger in life and you doing certain shit for your friends and family, you know what I'm talking about, you just happy you can do it when you doing it. It doesn't really register to you like, damn, dog, all the shit that you doing for folk, you should be sitting on.
Very, very important.
Now, this is where a good-hearted person and a selfish-hearted person always seem to conflict. And it's always the person who has the big heart who looks at the selfish person, and when they start seeing the selfish person acquire, this is how the fuck it starts looking to a person with a big heart versus to a selfish person. Person with the big heart, person that's selfish. You start seeing this selfish motherfucker acquire a lot of things, and then it starts making you wonder. No hate involved. Let's make that very clear. If you're a real one, it's never fucking hate. It just makes you wonder, like, damn, am I really dishing this much shit out, helping everybody else that I can't make shit happen in a timely fashion for me and myself and what I got going on behind closed doors? Whole time, the motherfucker who can say no, who's selfish, this motherfucker slowly climbing up the ladder. Now, who knows the bullshit that they got with them, that comes with them advancing, but from the outside looking in, it always makes you question your own motherfucking heart. Like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? Especially when you young. You see a motherfucker didn't even go to the beat up car stage. They just hopping some new shit. Wow! Fella, ma'am, what are you out here doing? Motherfucker know how to say no.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
You hear me? Motherfuckers know how to say, nah, I ain't got it, champ.
Turn
I
it
got
out.
other shit going on. Slowly stacking their finances, not worried about shit. Only time they probably only helping out their parents, siblings, or grandparents. They ain't worried about nobody else. Might slide an uncle or auntie something every now and then, a cousin or something, under the table something. They ain't worried about nobody but them, because they got their own goals and vision. Now, that's not their fault. Because when you get older, you admire the fact that they had enough courage early in life to say, nah, it's aligned with that shit. I can assist maybe one time. After that, it just stays left. You feel me? It ain't no reason for you sitting here expecting me. You understand me? I'm doing you a solid. I ain't got to do shit. You understand? I'm doing you a solid. That's how selfish motherfucker think. I ain't got to do a damn thing. I'm doing you a solid, bucko. You can sit here and act how you gonna act with or without it. Just know I'ma have it. It ain't gonna hurt me not to give it. It's hard for a person with a big heart to feel like that. Because we too busy feeling like, damn.
I wonder if I don't get this up, I wonder what gon' happen. I wonder what gon' happen. With our simple ass.
Hey, listen. Help who you gonna help, man. Help who you gonna help. But make sure you don't become somebody's pawn. And I had to battle with that, me personally, years. And it's not so much I just became a pawn. I started feeling like, once I got up, I gotta make sure everybody I can make sure good. I got to make sure everybody good, you hear me? I ain't care. You know what I'm talking about? I'm leaving money here and there. Like, I'm forgetting what money was at some time. Shout out to G.O.D. because I was up when I was up like that, man. And I'm good now. Like I said, I'm mid-tier. But when I was up, I was mid-high. You hear me? I done honed myself back down. I ain't low no more. I ain't gonna degrade or demote myself to no low shit. I'm mid-tier. I'm just mid. I'm just plain Jane in the mid with it. I ain't mid-high. Mid-high, I was just, hey, good times. Some pretty good stuff. But like I was saying, if you needed me, I never talk about money, for one. That's one thing I don't, like I said earlier, one of my pet peeves, and like I said in one of these other episodes, man, that whole bragging about money shit, I do. I'm a doer. If I hear something that I can assist with, and I look at, you know what I mean, from the outside in, the cause and effect ratio, and I mean that in the sense of me assisting versus the effect of bills and priorities, if it don't bother me, if I got it to spare, I don't care. I'm going to do what I can to make sure you good or the situation is, you know what I mean? But it comes a time you can't feel like you're somebody's bailout. You're not everybody's savior. It's no way in the fuck you should normalize that. It's no way that no one should ever normalize being somebody's bailout. Get him. And I understand. Your heart big, you know what I mean? You care, you love your family, you love your significant other, you love your kids. Within those three, find what's important. Because friends are only friends when they understand they only need you when it's necessary. And when it's necessary, they gonna make sure you know they appreciated you by their actions after you helped them.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
You know what I mean? They gonna make sure you know, hey, look, I ain't take that shit for granted. You did what you did. Shit was tough. Woo! Shit was tough on me. Motherfucker break their hand peeling you back off. It's no way you should ever look at anybody in their face Like, unless it's your mama, your daddy, grandparents, siblings, you already know them losses. As soon as that leave your hand most of the time, you just already should know, man, I'm probably not even gonna see that shit back. Whole time, that was never mine. That was yours. I was holding it for you. So I was, you just count that as a loss off the top. You know what I mean? But when it comes to certain shit, like your significant other or your friends or certain people that you label your family, you got to be more strategic. And I say significant other because everybody not in real situations just yet. When you in a real situation, you family. Let's make that clear. Like, you already know, motherfucker, we family. Like, we ain't, you in the category with family now. But when you just fucking around and there's some shit within a year or whatever, y'all still new. That's how I'm talking to y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, I said it. I said what I said and I ain't taking it back. So, some of y'all have to understand, when you give certain things and somebody sees that you don't make a big deal about giving. See, I used to, shout out, baby, oh my God, I miss you so much, girl. My grandma Joyce, right? Oh my God. I never understood a lot of things till I got in my teens. And look, enjoy your grandparents while they here. If you got that bond with them, enjoy any elder in your family that's like, if they hard on you for a certain reason, and you know what I'm talking about, if only a person who frustrates you and is consistently on your ass is somebody who man, that's a level of love it's hard to understand until you a certain age. You know what I'm talking about? And my grandma, right? My grandma was big on this, right? You would know you was gonna get it from her. You would know. But boy, she was gonna talk the most shit to you. She was gonna talk the most. Whoa! Don't you bring your long head ass in here thinking that you gonna be just asking me for anything and everything all the time. Y'all, listen. Baby, I miss you so much. Hey, listen. When I got older, right? I was like, damn. I would just sit there, you know. I be lips deep in my cup. You feel me? It all in my thoughts, just thinking about shit. And I would just sit there and think, like, you know what, man? What she was doing was setting the tone to let not just me, but everybody she loved know, I help you. But don't think I'm going to be your fucking crutch in life. Don't get immune to me bailing you the fuck out. Now, if I help you, that's it. Don't ask me for nothing else. You figure the rest out. With love. You understand me? With love, G. I knew, because based off her reaction, off the previous time, I'd be scared to ask for $5 fucking. I knew I'd get it. But it's the point. It's the point. See, some of y'all so used to somebody just giving, not saying shit, not asking questions. Just here. Ain't nobody blanking on your ass enough to make you think, before I ask this motherfucker, I need to see if I can go get it. I need to see if I can earn it. I need to see if it's a way I can. If I'm asking this person, I better need it. I better need it. It better be urgent. It better not be no other options. You better be the only last resort for me to ask. And mind you, her fucking heart, huge. It wasn't anybody my grandma wouldn't help when it was time to help, especially when it was family. When she could. She knew her limits. Hell no, I ain't going out my way to do. If she knew it was beyond her means, I don't know what you're looking at me for. Nose to nose with your motherfucking ass. If you know my G-Ma, you already know what the vibe is. So I look at me, and I look at some of the things I've done and how you know what I mean, just often and frequently I didn't mind giving. And I look at those times now when she was what she was to me and she was what she was to everybody else in those moments. And I hate I didn't apply that shit then.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
I hate I didn't apply that shit then. And I say that in the sense of, you never know what your ceiling is until you focus on what the fuck you got, man. And what you got stored and saved that you're working hard for. You ain't gonna ever get to the plateau you want to be at by just giving away every fucking thing. I watched her and my G-Pie move from a little brick fucking house with 2 bedrooms, G. Two fucking bedrooms. 1 bath. 6 fucking look, fingers got the 6 people lived in that motherfucker at one time. You feel me? Both of them doing what they could, working, kicking air. They got on their shit, 2,000 on their head. Bought a trailer, put it on the land, 5 fucking bedroom trailer. Which still exists to this day in the hood. If you know, you know. Come fuck with your boy. Had she not knew how to be that person, do you think them as a couple would have been successful accomplishing that shit? Now, mind you, when they moved alone. But guess who snuck their long neck ass in there? I walked around that motherfucker.
I said, well, this is, I really can see myself here. I can do all kind of activities in this motherfucker.
I was that motherfucker scouting that room.
I'm like, boy, this could be the playroom. This could be the movie room. This could be when the kids come over. Oh, I'm still one of the kids. I guess, whatever. I just want to sleep in this room.
Shout out to G-Pie because, boy, had grandma had her hands on it. Woo! I wouldn't have been over that motherfucker for more than a night or two. Do you hear me? Grandma wasn't playing that shit. But my point is this. How can some of y'all not sit there and reflect on the things you're supposed to have versus to the things you're still working to have? Some of us are still behind. And it's not because of the things that we aren't doing, it's because of the things that we are doing. And that's given when we ain't fucking got to. When we got our own goals, we got our own purposes, we got our own priorities that we know we're taking away from. Money's not everything. It's not, especially if you already got other happiness in life. Money is fucking necessary though. Money is necessary. That shit ain't everything, but in this world, that shit is necessary. And if you want to live a certain way and be able to accommodate certain lifestyles, you gonna have to learn how to say no. I got to focus. I can't. Ain't no sense in it. If I done helped you before, I ain't seen that shit back. I ain't asked for that shit back. Take that shit on the chin. You won. I done let you get away with murder, G. I ain't bothered you about it. If you ain't sitting in your heart back to see me back yet, it's cool. I don't give a fuck about it no more. But I tell you what, dog, I cannot continue to be that person who's gonna keep taking them L's. Love or not, all love aside. All love aside. Because when somebody really fuck with you, man, some shit unspoken, bro. Some shit is unspoken. When somebody come out their way to ask you something, especially when it's for them, it ain't got shit to do with you. It's no way in the fuck somebody should be able to feel like that's just mine, no get back for that. I was that person for a long time because of love. I didn't give a fuck because I already knew I had more coming in. You understand me? Shit won't hurt me. Shit won't hurt me the least bit. But now, with the shit I got going on in my personal life now, the shit I'm trying to do for myself and my family now, the person I'm trying to be and elevate myself to be and put myself in placement, not just for me, to make sure my kids got something to follow. My whole fucking mental structure different. I can't. If that shit ain't my mom, pops, grandparents, siblings, or my old lady, no mas. Oh, my uncles and aunties. I love y'all, babe. I know one of y'all are like, oh, what? Yeah, nigga, come down. I ain't forgetting about y'all. Everything's cool. You know, the Mick man with the woo! Gonna make sure you do it. Here nor there. It's some of y'all cousins, but you know, some of y'all be reaching. Watch yourselves. But some of us just need to understand, looking at the past and present, what did helping in certain scenarios get you? And if it did get you somewhere, would that person do the same for you now? If you bail somebody else out and that put them in rotation where they need to be, and you still feel stagnant, well, now is your time to ask for your fucking favor back, in my mind. Jordan shrugs. That's just how I feel. I'm going to keep it hot with you. If I put somebody in rotation to do some shit, right? This is how my mind thinking these days. If I give you something these days, you a motherfucking investment now. Jordan trucks, you a motherfucking investment. You a motherfucking investment. If I give you, especially if I feel like it's a lump sum, it might not be a lump sum to you, but motherfucker, if it's a lump sum to me, you are officially an investment. You hear me? You are with the McMahon Enterprises now.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
You are with McMahon Enterprises. What we doing? Huh? Because if you're not successful with what the fuck you trying to do or whatever the fuck, just hit me back and we cool. No blood, no foul. But if you can't reciprocate what that favor consisted of, ain't no sense in it. And I'm not gonna feel bad about a lot of shit especially moving forward in the future, because bro, I've done so much for so many motherfucking people that loss and win ratio, that shit don't even matter no more, because it didn't hurt shit. It didn't hurt shit. When I was giving it, I was giving it. But now shit's different. I got so many other things and people I'm invested into. Like real business shit now under the table. No need to talk about it. It's for y'all to see and watch. Here nor there. But that's what my life consists of now. As I've got older, I understand, bro. I want to leave a legacy of something. I want my kids to see me being something more than just another statistic. And me giving every fucking thing away, that ain't teaching them shit. I don't give a fuck who say, oh man, you living like this, you doing like that. Shit don't get to my mind. That don't give me the helium head. I don't give a fuck about none of that. All I care about now is maintaining it. Anybody can live how I'm living, do what the fuck I'm doing, retrieve the shit I retrieve, and just have an abundance amount of certain shit. What I do to me is nothing special. I'm proud of what the shit I've done from where I came from, but anybody can do it. You understand me? That should be everybody's mindset. Anybody can do what the fuck I'm doing. Because we're all trying to work to be a better version of ourselves. A more wealthier version of ourselves as well. So, like I said, I'm just mid-tier. So I ain't finally like sitting here bragging, yeah, niggas up. My nigga blessed. Ross voice, my nigga blessed. You feel me? That ain't what this is. But what it ain't is me being somebody's fucking bailout out my motherfucking life either. You understand me? If I'm a happier man, I'm a happier at my leisure. At my leisure. It won't be a choice. It will not be a choice. Because now I've assessed real life shit for what my situation calls for.
You better say it.
And if I feel it's taken away from that, you feel me? Nah, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not gonna feel bad about that. If I've done so much in the past, you should be grateful that you've had me for then. That's how a person with a big heart who's gave ample times and whatever resource they could be to somebody or people, that's how you should feel. It comes a time when you have to focus on you and your shit. Because sometimes when you lay your fucking head down and you can't sleep at night, you only restless because mentally you feel stuck. You stagnant. You don't know why. Like, why the fuck? It's because you giving every fucking thing you got to other people when it should be a part of something that you stacking for you and yours. You help when you can fucking help. That hero shit, no mas. Unless you hit a certain tax bracket where you just want to be this huge supporter and donator and make sure you try to just bring everybody in your hood up. You do that when you can. But this is the problem. This is especially why I feel my folk, black people. This is exactly why I feel it's so hard for us to be successful. Hear me the fuck out. We get to a peak of success. And when we hit that peak, the people that know us or in the surroundings with us or however the fuck it go, they see it. Now, if those people or a person hasn't hit those plateaus, of course they gonna feel like you're doing something so amazing because they might not have hit those plateaus or peaks. So this is when the big heart shit comes in. You want to let people know you ain't forgot about them. You want to make sure that everybody know, hey, look, champ, just because I got away from the situation or I bettered myself to get more advanced in the situation, I ain't out here trading on you. Like, I'm going to make sure that you know we good, I got your back, yada, yada. That shit is cancer. That shit is cancer.
What?
Because little do you know, you just obligated yourself to various fucking people. You just obligated yourself as a fucking resource to ample people. Now, they see you, they see a bailout.
Surprise, motherfucker.
They don't just see a motherfucker who can help. You understand me? Let me ask y'all some real shit. Random. You think when these rappers be in the hood and they be giving out money or such and such, or when you be seeing these videos where these people be giving these homeless people money and all that shit, let's say the homeless person get up, right? Do you think they'd be like, I'm gonna make a power play, and if I make a power play, I'm gonna make sure I repay this person?
Nope.
Huh? Think about that. Now listen, these folks ain't expecting nothing back. They just being big-hearted, right? They just doing the right thing. They trying to give back to their community or help people out when they need. But let's say that 3 out of 10 actually do something good with this money and get up. Do you think they ever consider going back to repay the person that put them in that position?
Perhaps.
Think of yourself as that person. The person who gave. You ain't got to be no motherfucking celebrity to give. See, this is what I be trying to let everybody know. You ain't got to be somebody special to have a big heart. And that's the problem. Because it's coming, folk. You can get that homeless person that money right then and there. They gonna probably turn around and give it to the next person they see because they ain't used to having a resource for some shit like that. They just trying to make it day to day. of y'all start blessing folk and they're not used to the consistency of what the fuck it's like to have somebody as a resource. So now you don't put yourself in a position by trying to be somebody who is just assisting. And that's when all the extra shit with being a bailout comes in. You know what I'm talking about? And granted, that was just a scenario. Don't gun me down for that one. You hear me? That's just a higher caliber in my mind. Like, think about it. If somebody came up to you right now and handed you 5 racks on the street, they just handed you 5 racks and told you, God bless, have a good day, and walked off. But when they told you God bless, they just happened to hand you a card or some type of information of who they are.
Why?
Random. I know. Why the fuck would somebody do that? Who knows? It's fucking the new millennium. Motherfuckers is doing all kind of crazy shit. But just rock with me. Let's say you take them 5 bands and you actually invest in yourself. You do the right shit and you come up. Let's say you come up and you just come up. You double that. Then you find a way to flip that and you up like 20 racks. You got this person's information. You gonna hit them up? You gonna repay that person? Or you gonna charge it to the game and pay it forward? Now a lot of y'all probably gonna be like, no, I'm gonna pay it forward. No, the fuck you not. No, the fuck you not. No, you not. You not gonna do that because now you focused on what you're accumulating. The only way you would probably repay this person is if you run into them again and they see that you're doing good for yourself and you feel it, you feel a little guilty that you've had a chance to hit this person up, but you ain't tried to. But when you face to face with the situation itself, that's when you know what, I ain't forgot about you. That's how the fuck a lot of shit going on out here. And that's why some of y'all need to understand it's okay to say fucking no. Unless you know you can give it and don't give a fuck. Period. If I've ever gave, bro, especially as I got older, man, I just made sure it didn't affect what I had going on. If I gave it, I already knew I wasn't expecting this shit back. I want nothing that was going to make me lose sleep no more. And I used to tell my lady this shit all the time. You hear me? She battled with her heart for years. And I was just like, hey, listen. Just because you see me doing certain shit, don't try to follow suit. Because what I'm doing it to the capacity where it's not affecting me. Or you, or these kids, or our lifestyle. It's not. So if you dibbling this shit that come with the bills and your personal shit, you fucking up. You fumbling the pack now. Because now, you putting yourself in a situation where you gonna need me, which is not a fucking problem. But now you gonna be feeling some type of way with yourself because you know you done gave away some shit. Cause I don't feel like that. I've done it before. Hey, look, G, I fucked around and you know what I'm talking. I done fucked around and was fucking Santa's little helper again. You hear me?
Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Thank you,
my
Jesus.
presence was a present, wasn't it? Huh? But as you get older, man, you start understanding, man, look, it ain't no reason for me to feel like I have to be that person. It's not. You know what I'm talking about? It's no reason for me to sit here and act like it's dire for me to be that person when there's others.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about? It's okay to be that person who can try to help and try to be the person who is, you know what I mean, a resource when it's time, but people, you can't continue to be the person who bailing everybody out, man. You feel me? Some of us should be a lot farther, especially when it comes to the lifestyles they should be living. Just the lifestyle you should be living. Some of us should be a lot farther, but because we allowed our heart to be so big, Well, how's that? That's a personal question. How's that been working out for you? You know what I'm talking about? I'm not saying go out here and be selfish, man. I'm about to shut it out. You hear me? We're going to close it out in a couple of ticks, man. I'm not saying go out here and be this selfish person and, you know what I'm talking about? Nah, man, like I said, man, you help your fellow brother and sister when you can. You hear me? To whom much is given, much is... Come on now. We ain't got to keep doing that. But we do need to understand this, man. If you want to be this person who expedites certain things in life and gets certain things out the way, I mean, everybody ain't materialistic and all that good shit, but everybody wants something nice. Everybody wants something nice. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't never met somebody who doesn't want nice something. And you got to know what that nice is for you. You secure what you want in life, and then you make sure you can help. You hear me? And shout out to my mom, man. My mom, you know what I mean? I love you, beautiful. I watched my mom do so much for so many people throughout the years, man, and still currently doing it. Still currently doing it. You know what I'm talking about? And I have her heart. I watch her, and I have to look at my own heart, because I am her, she is me in a sense. I am my mother's son. I tell you that much. But I watch how dope of a person she's always been. But I've always seen certain things behind the scenes that was like, that's what giving. That's what giving to get you sometime. You know what I mean? Ain't no crazy big losses and shit. It's just a fact. When it's time for you to want to do certain shit and you start to have certain ambitions and all this shit, and you start reflecting. Like, damn, I done helped out. I done lost count. You know what I mean? So, you learn from watching certain things. I've watched Ample Family. I'm just saying my mom because I know, if you know my mom, you know my mom has a huge, her and my grandma. I love both of y'all, beautiful. They have such big hearts. And granted, God has kept them, and you know what I mean? They've been able to do pretty much what they want in life and obtain a lot of things in life they want. But I sit back and I watch certain things, and I look at certain things they probably could have had more of had they not had such big hearts. Had they had been a little bit more standoffish on helping. Now, them as Christian ladies and all that, you know what I mean? They gonna do what they feel like God laid on their heart to do. And I totally dig it, because that's how I be feeling. But now, as I get older, and they see, you know what I'm talking about, the lifestyle I live and the things I'm doing and yada yada, I have to apply like, yo, I feel like I'm at the plateau that I've seen them at. I ain't gonna hold you. That's how I feel. I say that confidently. I feel like I see them at the plateau I've seen them at. Far as like, I mean, I've never been like crazy into cars and all that shit. If you know me, man, you know I love old school cars, man. That's just me. Shout out. Yo, shout out to God Body, man. You know what I mean? Boog, man. Boog used to tell me. Hey, boy, you used to see my car there. Boy, it's cash for clunkers, son. Started to let that go. Cash for clunkers. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about? Having a good heart, you start seeing, you know what I'm talking about? Like, and again, like, they're like I said, my people up, man, they're doing a great job in life. But I feel like I've reached a plateau where I see them at. And now I'm easing over that hump, and it's just like, as I ease over this hump, because all I want to do in life, bro, I'm going to get the M's, take care of them, make sure my kids good, get missing. Be able to do that with my significant other, my kids, and my family in certain sequences. You hear me? I don't want to be somebody who y'all think is just this star celebrity or none of that. That's not what none of this has ever been about. I'm just, you know what I mean? And I'm just definitely not banging on this podcast. This just be me kicking shit to y'all. That's not what this is. I got other things brewing. Investments, as I said earlier. Completely here nor there. But I look at myself and I look at, you know what I mean? Like, when I say that, I mean like the work ethic I put in, the things I've acquired, the lifestyle I've accommodated me and my significant other and my kids with. I truly feel like I put myself here. Like, I'm there with them now. I'm there with them. I'm there with my grandparents that I spoke on earlier. Like, they all equally can come to my home and I feel the way I feel at their house, and they can feel the same way at mine now. So that's where that measurement comes. Like, oh, you there now? But now I understand I got to say no, because in order to be that person who wants to be that person for them, I can't keep taking away from the vision that comes with the finances to acquire that lifestyle. You know what I mean? My ambition's always been higher than the eyes can see, farther and deeper than any ocean. So it's just like, I already know what I'ma be, what I'ma do. It's just understanding the mindset that I don't have to have anymore. I don't. I've paid my dues to the people I need to pay my dues to. I've done the things I could. I've accommodated. I've helped. I've been a resource. I'm cool on that now. I don't, like I said, bro, like I've already named the primaries. If they need me, that's my focus if I can do it. Anybody else? Not gonna feel bad about a solid no. I'm not. So I'll leave you with this, man. In this world, you're always gonna have somebody who sees your advancement. And some people don't get their due diligence for that. But that always asks to be a resource. So, I leave you with this. If you're a person in this world who feel like they're not getting their due diligence, but always being a resource to somebody or people, you're somebody's backbone on a crunch. You have a lot more power in a lot more situations than you think. You have a lot more admiration behind the scenes and influence than you think. So, I ask you, are you going to be a prisoner? Or are you going to be somebody who can openly and non-carely look somebody in the face and say, no, I'm not going to be no slave to loyalty or resource. I'm not. It's okay to help. It's okay to help. On a day-to-day, we all supposed to wake up with an open, caring heart to assist each other. Hue, ethnicity, gender has nothing to do with that. Everybody should always wake up looking for a new way how they can be a better person, and throughout the day find out how if they can assist somebody in minor ways, they could do so. But that doesn't mean giving what you've earned. You can give other things. You give time. You give assistance with your work ethic. You give with your words. You give with your energy. It's so many other ways that somebody should be able to use you other than financially. And if it's always just financially, you got some decisions to make with that person or those people. Period. I mean, it's just that simple. If your relationship with somebody is always based off of resources, well, guess what, man? I'm more than sure you've done enough for you to be able to cut the cord on that, man. We all have our own responsibilities. We all have our own things we're going through. But it's what we do with what we have, when we can do it, and understanding when it's not necessary to do. It's not for you to do everything every time you get your check. You shouldn't be having to tally off how much you might have to put aside to help somebody. On top of make sure you good and your kids good and whatever else. That's not how it's designed. And there's some of us who live like that. It's somebody or some people out here who feel like their mission is just to serve and help. It's cool to feel like that, but when you're not gaining from it, who the fool, man? So, I hope some of y'all got something special from this one, man. You know what I'm talking about? I felt like some of y'all currently are going through this, and I feel like I just needed to, you know what I mean, touch base on that with some of y'all, man, because some of y'all need to understand, man, it's okay to simply say no. N-O. No means no. You hear me? It's okay, man. You can't walk around being somebody's savior forever, man. And if you feel like you that person, well, I guess you need to assess you and your mindset. So, it's your boy Big Man with the big head. Yeah, you understand me? And I leave you with them 2 lines. Yeah. Let's talk about it. And most importantly, let's be mature. Let's go, man.